So far, 2024 has seen changes to Spanish immigration policy that could affect people looking to move. Amid protests in the Balearic and Canary Islands, and the proposed end of the popular Golden Visa, the dynamics for those looking to live in Spain have shifted. If you want to know about Spanish permanent residency, changes in Spain's visa and immigration scene in 2024, this video will be very helpful. Let us start. The Spanish government implemented the initial procedure to end the coveted Golden Visa in April 2024, meaning applicants may have to consider other ways to live, work and invest in Spain. The upcoming end of the Golden Visa is intended to regulate foreign investment, particularly focused on combating the rise in foreign investment in holiday rentals. It will not affect those currently on the program. Applicants may still apply until the Golden Visa is formally retired. Foreigners will still be able to purchase property in Spain. However, house ownership is no longer linked to residency status. Therefore, the type of visa you hold may impact your use of a property you plan to purchase. Spain's minimum interprofessional wage increased from €1,080 to €1,134 in 2024, increasing the requirements for visas using the wage as a reference. As yet there is no change to the IPREM, used to calculate the income requirements for non-lucrative visa applicants, with an update expected in 2024. Two EU directives are set to streamline procedures and bolster protection for foreign residents. The reform emphasizes two aspects. 1. To simplify and reduce lengthy residency permit processing, aligning with the European Directive for creating a single permit. 2. Enhancing rights for long-term foreign residents and their families. While specific details are forthcoming, it is expected to provide more stability and protection for long-term residents. The Schengen area is set to implement a new digital European entry-exit system to monitor compliance with the 90-day rule at border crossings. Starting in autumn 2024, third-country nationals, including UK nationals, visiting the EU's Schengen Zone will need to create a digital record and provide biometric data upon entry under the new EES. Weeks of protests have swept through the Canary Islands and Balearic Islands. Locals have voiced concerns about rising housing costs and the strain of overtourism on infrastructure and community identity. Protesters are calling for more accessible and affordable housing and stricter controls on holiday rentals. The protests have sparked some anxiety among tourists and prospective expats. However, authorities and locals stress that the protests are aimed at boost tourism and foreign investors who rent out properties without intending to live in Spain or contribute to the local economy. There are 6 types of visa options for moving to Spain. Let's check them out one by one. Non-lucrative visa. This visa is ideal for retirees and those with independent means. Applicants must demonstrate a steady income or substantial savings, typically 400% of IPREM, which translates to a minimum monthly income of €2,400 for individuals and an additional €600 per dependent, €3,000 for couple. This visa does not permit work in Spain. It initially grants residency for 1 year, renewable annually, with the possibility of applying for permanent residency after 5 years. Next one is Spanish work visa. To obtain this visa, you need a job offer from a Spanish employer. The employer must prove that the position cannot be filled by a local candidate, making it more feasible for specialized roles. The visa allows residency for the duration of the employment contract, renewable upon contract renewal. Third one is entrepreneur visa. This visa is for those planning to start a business in Spain. Applicants need a robust business plan showcasing economic innovation and potential job creation. The visa typically grants residency initially for 1 year, with the possibility of a 2-year renewal based on the success of the business venture. Fourth type of visa is student visa. Ideal for those pursuing education in Spain, this visa allows residency during the study period and sometimes provides a pathway to post-graduation employment. The duration of the visa is usually tied to the length of the academic program. Fifth option you have is Digital Nomad Visa. The visa is intended for remote workers employed by foreign companies. There are two options. The Digital Nomad Visa, valid for 1 year and obtainable in your home country, and the Digital Nomad Residency Permit, valid for 3 years and obtainable only in Spain. The residency permit can be renewed for an additional 2 years. The last option you have is of Schengen Visa. You can apply for a Schengen Visa if you plan to stay for 90 days or less within any 180-day period. This visa is commonly sought by tourists visiting the Schengen area for short-term stays. It is also used by those exploring the possibility of relocating to the area and wanting to test the waters before making a permanent move. The CCSE exam for Spanish citizenship now includes 25% new questions, reflecting updated requirements and ensuring applicants are thoroughly evaluated on their knowledge of Spanish language, culture, and society. Spain's parliament is actively advancing regularization, a legislative initiative aimed at regularizing the status of an estimated 500,000 undocumented foreigners currently residing in Spain, provided they entered the country before November 1, 2021.